Welcome back. Thermodynamic system lecture 2. In previous lecture, I'm going to cover water universe system, surrounding system boundary, and the types of thermodynamic system, that is open system, closed system, and the isolated system. Okay, there is the in our lecture 2. I'm going to cover the actual different applications, so student can identify the either system is open, closed, or isolated. And just in short, I'm going to memorize the definitions. In case of isolated system, if you see, there is no any arrow. Okay, in previous video I discussed that blue arrow is indicates this exchange of mass, and the red arrow is indicates the exchange of energy. In isolated system, okay, there is no exchange of energy and mass. In closed system, there is only exchange of energy. In case of open system, there is exchange of energy and there is exchange of mass also across the boundary of the system. The exchange of energy is nothing but the energy in the form of Q or either energy in the form of W. Okay, in last videos we discussed these examples. Please go through that video. Now in this video we're going to apply different examples or different applications. Okay, take the first example, the hot cup of tea. Now tell me the either system open, closed, or isolated. This example of open system. Why? There is an exchange of energy. Okay, the hot cup of tea releases Q, that is heat energy, to the surrounding. We know that the heat is always flows from higher body to the lower body. At the same time, the some mass of the tea or coffee is evaporate. So what it indicates, the example of open system. Why it is open system? There is exchange of energy, that is the energy in the form of Q, and the energy of exchange of matter, that is the evaporation of T, that is exchange of mass. So both the energy and mass is crosses the boundary of the system. So it is the example of open system. Okay, now the case of electric bulb. Now tell me, in case of electric bulb, the system is either open, closed, or isolated. Okay, if you see, the mass of inert gas remains fixed inside the bulb and lamps, and the boundary of the system is fixed. The energized electric work enters the system and energizes heat and light, which crosses the boundary of the system. So we understood, we supplying energy as electric energy to the bulb, and what the outcome, what the result, we get the energy as a light, and which releases heat energies also. So we get Q. Okay, and we supplying electricity. Okay, so we get the light energy and the heat energy by supplying electric energy. So there is a transformation of energy. One energy enter by crossing the boundary of the system, and one energy releases by crossing the boundary of the system. So there is the exchange of energy crossing the boundary of the system, but there is no exchange of inert gas, there is no exchange of filament across the boundary of the system. So electric bulb is the example of closed system. Now take the another example of pressure cooker. Okay, if we see this example, if we supplying Q to this pressure cooker, okay, and that Q is heat, giving the heat to that inside. Suppose there is the matter, that is the rice, okay, and there is the water is also. Okay, what happened, the excess steam is releases during the whistling process. Okay, and we supplying Q, some of the Q is also releases via radiation to the surrounding, but there is no exchange of matter, there is no exchange of mass. Okay, if you observe during whistling, there is the main purpose of the whistling to release the excess steam only, but there is no transformation of matter. So matter is remains constant, there is a transformation of energy. The Q, that is the heat energies, enter in the system, and the energy in the form of steam energies releases during the whistling process. So it's the pressure cooker is the example of again closed system. Okay, in case of electric battery, if we see, there is the charging and discharging of the batteries takes place. There is the in the form of electron movement. So there is only transformation of energies during charging and discharging, but mass of the lead is remains constant. So the electric battery is the example of closed system. Okay, now take the example of steam turbine. Okay, if I am showing the steam whole steam power plant. Okay, now the example is the only focusing on the steam turbine. Okay, the inlet energy in the form of kinetic energy. Okay, and that kinetic energy, the high kinetic energy of steam is bombarding on that steam blade, and we get the mechanical power, and that mechanical power utilized to generate electricity. So potential energy or the kinetic energy, high pressure steam enter, and the result in that, which form of energy is releases, there is a work energy in the form of rotating shaft. So there is a transformation of energies. The kinetic energy, this gives the mechanical work, so the Q, which gives W, as also the steam in and steam out, so mass in, mass out. So the steam turbine is the example of open system where transformation of energy as well as transformation of mass. So the steam turbine is the example of best example of the open system. Okay, I also discuss the these open systems also called as a control volume system. Okay, why it is called the control volume is very important. We see here the control volume system is the open system, and control mass is called as a isolated and closed system. Under control mass, this system is classified closed and isolated. Under control volume is called the open system. Now focus, if we see different examples of closed system, that closed system is surrounded with the control mass. In control system there is no any effect on mass, it remains constant. So the that such a system is called as a control mass system. In isolated system, what amount of mass we kept in the chamber like a thermos plus is remains same, there is no any effect, it doesn't cross the boundary. So and that working principle is depend on the control mass system. Why it is called a control mass? If you take the example of the electric bulb, so what amount of inert gas or the filament, okay, according to that such amount of light is releases. So what amount of matter, the his system is works and on the matter, what amount of matter in the chamber. In case of open system is called as a control volume. In open system we see there is a transformation of mass as well as energy, and that mass flows over the control volume. Okay, what amount of volume you provide, according to that it works. So if we take the example of steam turbine, if you see the steam turbine, so inside chamber of these systems are called a control volume. The whole amount of steam is flows over that volume only, then and then it gives work. So in own case of open system, every open system it works depends on what amount of volume you provide in the chamber, then and then it works. And all closed system is depends on what amount of matter we provided. So it working principle is always interrelated with that matter. In case of open system, the working is depend on the volume. So it is the case of turbine we understood, the called as also control volume system. Okay, we take another example of the reciprocating compressor is also called as open system. Why it is open system? Because the main outcome of the reciprocating compressor is the high pressure air, and is only air is we get high pressure because of this control volume we provide. Okay, this is the example of open system. Why it is the example of open system? If you see mass in, okay, and the mass out, so the low pressure air is sucked inside the chamber and we get high pressure air. Okay, now that working of the reciprocating compressor, it depends on some external source, because that reciprocating motion is done because of this crankshaft is run by the some electricity. So we need to first we supply the energy as the electricity to the motor, that motor rotates that crankshaft. Okay, so energize electric work is entering the system, and the energy in the form of, and that electric energy, what is the result, is going to compress that fresh air, and so the energy in the form of hot air is releases to the surrounding. So energy, electric energy in, and the energy in the form of hot air is releases to the surrounding. So there is an exchange of energy. So energy in, energy out, mass in, mass out. So the best example of the open system again is the reciprocating compressor, is also called as a control volume. Why control volume? Because of this control volume we design, okay, and that so low pressure air is come and we're going to compress the air such a way that in the that closed chamber. So the whole open system is called as a control volume, is the main reason. Again I'm going to explain. We just in that secondary level we just focus the either system is open, closed or isolated is sufficient. The another different examples of open system, if you see the heat exchanger is also example of open system. If you see the gas turbine, the flow through the pipe, flow through the nozzle, all are the example of the open system. Okay, in case of gas turbine, we go to the previous videos, we discuss the gas turbine details. Okay, in that in that condition there is no need to explain the again gas turbine how it works. We just know the different applications. So the heat exchanger is that warm fluid in and that cold fluid out. Okay, and that warm fluid it releases heat to that cold fluid. Suppose the pipe is there and that pipe cold fluid in, what it absorbs the heat, the surrounding the pipe is circulated the hot fluid. So the cold fluid absorbs the heat from that hot fluid, that warm fluid becomes cool and that cold fluid becomes hot. So there is the exchange of energy takes place as well as mass in and mass out. So the heat exchangers are the again example of open system. Hopes you understood all the different applications of the thermal system, and I hope now the students can be able to justify the either system open, closed or isolated. Okay, those students I want notes from this topic, please mail me on my mail ID. I have mentioned the mail ID each slide, so I can, those students who need, for that students only I provide these notes. Okay, just go through these notes. The system, or what is the system? The defined area of space where thermal activity takes place. Surrounding, everything outside the system is called as the surrounding. And just recall all the concepts again. The system and surrounding separated by the system boundary. Okay, and that system is considered again closed system, open system and isolated system. So take the one another example of the piston cylinder arrangement. What happen when you supplying Q? Okay, this work is given. The energy as a Q enter and the energy W crosses the boundary of the system, but mass of the system remains constant. So it's the example of closed system. The pressure example also discuss. Okay, now the refrigeration system is also example of closed system, because in this system the working substance is the refrigerant. Okay, which used again and again, which doesn't cross the boundary of the system. There is only transformation of energy as electric work. If you see the refrigeration system in the our home, it consumes electricity. So energy, electric energy is supplied to the system, and what we get the cooling effect. Okay, so there is the transformation of only energy, but there is no transformation of the working fluid, that is the refrigerant. So the refrigerant system is a closed system. We also discussed the example of bulb, flow through the pipe, flow through the nozzle, because the mass in, mass out. Okay, so the some amount of energy transport takes place. So it is the example of open system. Also we discussed the reciprocating compressor. Okay, now is the best example of the IC engine. Okay, now tell me the energy as a fuel. So mass as a fuel and air enter inside the chamber. Okay, and the mass as a combustible products which releases at the exhaust stroke. So mass in, mass out. Okay, now what about the energies? Okay, we supplying energy as the heat, that is the through spark plug we supplying heat energy. Okay, at the end of compression supplying as a heat, that is the spark energy, that is electric energy, we call it as electric energy, that is spark. And there is that which that chemical energy. Okay, if we see the fuel air is nothing but the chemical energy, and that chemical energy which starts to burn, and that energy is give as a energy as heat and energy as a work. So during the compression stroke we are applying spark, that is heat energy, and what we get results during after combustion, we get the power stroke, that is the energy as a work. At the same amount of heat is releases to the conduction radiation. If you observe, there is a in case of two-stroke engine or four-stroke engine, or in case of two-wheeler, if you observe, the engine is hot some after some interval of running of time. What it indicates, it releases heat to the surrounding via the fins of that engine. In that case, you just justify other system open, closed or isolated. So mass of fuel air in and the mass of fuel air out. Okay, so it is the again example of open system. Hopes you understood the actual concepts. Okay, in that we cover all this applications. Hopes you understood. Thank you.